Hey, what's up, Fat Guys fans? Corey here. Today I've got another great camp recipe for you. Sometimes they call it a Cowboy Stir Fry. I'm making a little bit of adjustments to it. It's going to be a Fat Guys Stir Fry. So pay attention. You'll want to get this one. First thing I do when I'm setting up my grill is I will splash some water on it, see where it runs to. Now, it took it a while for it to work over here, so it's a little bit front heavy right now, so I need to raise it up just a little bit, but it's pretty close right now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's level. This is a good camp hack for you right here. You can kind of clean your grill off a little bit too. Just splash some water on it, see where the water's going, adjust your grill accordingly, get it level, get it ready to cook. All right, so the lovely and talented Cheryl is dicing the potatoes up for us. You'll notice I've got a jalapeno, I've got an onion, I've got some bell peppers, I've got some other little onions right here that I can get some chives off of. I've also got banana peppers and small tomatoes out of my own garden. And then we'll also have some little red potatoes too. So cut all that stuff up, we'll mix it together. It's gonna be great. All right, got the Blackstone Griddle fired up. I'll start letting it get warm a little bit. Then I'm gonna put some steak and some hamburger meat on this. And also we'll start putting the potatoes and onions and all that stuff on here in a second also. All right, so we got the steaks unwrapped, got the hamburger meat unwrapped. Let's go and get a little seasoning on it. ABS, baby, always be seasoning. All right, there we are on that. Now I also want to take my oil. Let's get a little oil on the grill. Kind of spread it out through there a little bit. I know the hamburger meat is going to be okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil with it also, but I always want some oil with the steaks. All right, so got the grill good and warmed up, ready to go. Let's go ahead and get the steaks on. And the oil's kind of spreading a little bit. Get a little coating over here. Doesn't have to be a thick coating, just kind of get something where it's, not just steak to the metal, up to the grill. There we go. Now on the other side, let's get the hamburger meat going. Drop it down on there. ABS. Start getting your hamburger meat brown, getting your steaks ready to go. Make sure you don't overcook your steaks. You want to leave them pretty pink on the inside, because you're going to take them off here in a second, let them rest for a little bit. Then they're going to come back on when we start getting stir fry ready to go. All right, so there's the first flip on the steaks. Getting ready to take those off and let the hamburger meat brown a little bit more. All right, so let's take these off. I lost a little bit of hamburger meat. That's no good. Never want to lose your hamburger meat. All right, that's what you want your steaks to look like, about like that right there. All right, so that might be actually just a little bit more done than what it really needs to be, but it's pretty close. Now, while the hamburger meat is grilling over there, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cutting up these little steak chunks. Now, I'm using my Old Wolf W3 knife. This is just a little camp knife that I've got. This is a great knife. So if you are looking for a good knife to bring to camp with you, Old Wolf W3, there's a link in the description for it. Go ahead and check them all out. They've got a lot of different knives on there. They got machetes, they've got all kinds of stuff. And it's something that, it helps our channel out a little bit if you use the discount code that we got. So help you out and help us out at the same time. All right, so got that all cut up. I'm gonna go check on the hamburger meat now, make sure it's good to go. All right, so let's get the hamburger switched over. One little add of seasoning here. ABS, always be seasoned. Always be seasoned. Alright, so it's good. Let's get it loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the paper today. A little paper towel there, kind of get a little bit of that fat out of it. Y'all know how I like to use the 80-20 ground beef, but sometimes you might need a little bit leaner ground beef. This could be one of those times when you use the leaner ground beef, when you're chopping it up like this. You're not really having to make any patties or anything like that. You're not really worrying about it sticking together too much, but looks pretty good. All right, so let's get this good stuff to the grill. We got our onions, we got our green onions, I also call them chives. Got the jalapenos, got banana peppers, and of course we've got more bell peppers over here, and the potatoes, got the small yellow potatoes and the red potatoes. All right, so we're gonna cut these little tomatoes up and put them in the pot also, but we're gonna start them a little bit later than all the rest of the stuff because they cook a lot faster. So I'm gonna get all this other stuff going, then we'll get the tomatoes on there. That comes right out of my garden also. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm gonna go from low to kind of low medium. All right, get that heat going a little bit more. I'm gonna get the good stuff on the grill, pour some oil on it, and you know what I'm gonna do after that. Always be seasoning, baby. All right, there we go, just a little bit under medium. Fuller tray than I thought I was going to have, so I'm going to do the potatoes in a second because I want to kind of steam them a little bit too. We'll show you how to do that. Go ahead, we've got this going. Get some oil on that. You have to drench it, get in there pretty good where it makes it fry and you can get a good caramelization going on it. And as always, ABS, always be seasoning. Oh yeah. That is already looking good. That's going to be some good stuff. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Now when I use oil, I just use good old olive oil. I know some people use a mixture of olive oil and avocado oil and all that stuff. Just regular good old olive oil is good enough for me. You can add all sorts of stuff to it. You can add corn, you can add cabbage. You know, cabbage is one of the big things that I've seen a lot of people adding to it. I don't really want to add cabbage to mine. You know, I'm not a big cabbage guy. You know, I'll eat it, but I'm not real crazy about it. And I guarantee if I ate it too much, I'd probably get divorced. The wife would not enjoy me eating a lot of cabbage. So anyway, just do it however you want to do it. You do you. All right, I got these browned up pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. They're gonna come back on here in a little bit, so they'll still get just a little bit more cooking in them, but not a whole lot. All right, time for the filler. Kind of get it spread out a little bit. I'm going to try to get as much contact with the grill as you can, or as much of it as you can. Get your olive oil. Get it in there. Get that fry going. Then always be seasoning. ABS. I'm just using Cavender's. Cavender's is great all-purpose seasoning. Use what you like. I'm gonna let them fry like this for just a few minutes. Then I'm gonna flip them, and then I'm going to steam them. So check that out. All right, so I had those going pretty good. Time to flip them. All right, so you can see on a lot of those got a good crust going. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mound them up, get them to where I can steam them. Sometimes making a mound out of them is easier said than done. Yep, still need to make it a little smaller. You can get a bigger hood. Mine is, for most stuff that I use this for, it's pretty good. Might be a little bit small for doing this stuff. The stir fry, I might need a little bit bigger one for that, but it's not bad. Just get it on in there. And all else fails, just stuff it in. Just like that. Okay, now that I've got them in there, I'll take my water. I'll open this up a little bit. Get a little steamer action going. Stuff them back in. There we go, close enough. All right, get that steamer going for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. That should be fine. So we'll take those off here in a second, then we'll get everything mixed together. Then it's almost eating time. All right, so the steamer ought to be good. Open that thing up. There it is. Oh yeah, that looks like steamed and fried perfection right there. Let's put a little seasoning on it. I'm gonna get the other stuff, mix it all together, and we're just about there, folks. Now the bell peppers, when you're doing your steamer, don't worry about the bell peppers being in there. That steamer is not gonna hurt those at all. But it is gonna help your potatoes cook a lot faster. Right, so everything else is pretty much cooked. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn this thing all the way down to low. And so basically what we're gonna do right now is just do some simmering stuff. I'm gonna get the smoked sausage cut up. The smoked sausage is already cooked, so it doesn't have to stay on there real long. All I'm really trying to do with that is just heat it up. So we're gonna get that on there. We're gonna get the little tomatoes that we cut up on there. Then we're gonna add all of our good stuff back to it. All right, so there's our tomatoes. Then we're gonna get the sausages cut up. All right, now on the sausages, you just cut them up however you want. You can cut them up as thick as you want or as thin as you want. Now, my suggestion is don't cut them up too thick, but you know, you do you. You know how you want your food, you do it yourself. All right, now, one problem with the Blackstone Adventure Ready grill, the little griddle part right there, you only got so much space. So I've got a whole bunch of food right here to go in a little bit of space. So I would be packed in there pretty good. So let's see how this works out for us. Well, there's the tomatoes I was telling you about. I didn't want to put the tomatoes on too early. Don't want those guys to be, don't want them to be soggy. Nothing worse than soggy tomatoes. All right, so let's get our onions and peppers and all that stuff back on there again. Onions and jalapenos. They've been sitting and marinating for a little while. Get that in there. Oh yeah, got that going. Hamburger meat, baby. You're gonna have a mound right here. So here we go on that. Get it all in. And last but not least, coup de grace. Get your sirloin in there. Look at all that. I told you it's gonna be a mound. So let's get it all stirred in. See if I can do it without throwing stuff everywhere. I'm already trying to loosen hamburger meat in the back. Just want to try to stir it up as best you can. Get everything moved around. See, I'm throwing stuff out already. Get in there, tomatoes. Get in there, tomatoes. You're gonna make or break it. There we go. Stir it up real good. I've got enough made right here to feed about 30 people, I guess. Not really, but I got enough right here to feed several people. All right, one last little seasoning right here. Folks, you just got to trust me on this. It's not too much. There's a whole lot of food right here, so just be seasoning. I don't put a whole lot on when I do it. I just kind of sprinkle it on there a little bit. Just get a little small coating right there. It should be good. Don't want to lose any of it. Stuff's too good to lose. Got to keep it on the surface here. All right, we're just about ready. I've got so much of it, I'm gonna have to put it in this big pot right here. Take it over to the table, get ready to eat. Get a little bit of this. Oh no! Try to keep it away from the edges. It keeps jumping out on me. Man, that's looking good. I'm hungry already. I hope you are. All right, it's time to eat. Look at that right there. I hope you are ready for a taste sensation. 'Cause I am. Look at this. We'll scoop it in. Oh man. Man. That is looking choice. All right. This is going to be awesome. Now, like it is really cool. I'm going to add a little cheese to it because, you know, I'm a cheesy kind of guy. Just a little cheese thrown on top of it. You don't have to put a lot. It's already good. Just put a little bit of cheese on it. All right. There it is. It's time to eat. Sirloin, oh, little sirloin's tender too. Man. Folks, that's how it's done. You know, the new twist on the good old Cowboy Stir Fry. I'm calling this the Two Fat Guys Stir Fry. Check it out. You got to try this sometime. You won't regret it, I promise you.
Now check the description down below and I'll give you a list of all the ingredients I used. Enjoy.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. Man, that was great. Two Fat Guys Stir Fry. You saw how I made it. Try it out yourself. Add your own little touches to it. I promise you, you'll be happy that you did. So, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, hit that alert button so you know new stuff's coming out. And as always, get out and explore. Have a great week.